welcome to Spina Bifida.
We talking about disabled
Let's
bathrooms.
talk about bathroom stalls. Specifically bathroom stalls for people who are disabled. Who exactly are they for? Well, these stalls are primarily for people who use mobility devices, i.e. wheelchairs, braces, or crutches, etc. They're there to help make public restrooms easier and accessible to use for people who are disabled. But it's come to my attention that abled bodies feel the need to police people who use these stalls based on the fact that that person may not look like they need it. So let me break down the difference between a physical disability and an invisible disability. A physical disability is a limitation on a person's physical functioning, mobility, dexterity, or stamina. An invisible disability is a disability that's not immediately apparent. So someone with a physical disability may have something that makes their disability more noticeable. For example, a wheelchair. Invisible disability can be a person with a heart condition or chronic pain. You can't actually tell by looking at them that they have a disability. Now, these stalls are primarily for people who use a wheelchair or other mobility devices. They're there to help make it a bit easier for a person to transfer from their chair to the toilet safely. A person who uses a mobility device gets first priority of this stall. But these stalls are beneficial for people who have other types of physical and invisible disabilities. For example, someone with a disability may use a catheter to use the bathroom. So by having this large stall, it helps give them more room to safely insert their catheter and go to the bathroom. A person with any type of anxiety disorder may feel triggered in a confined space. So this stall gives them room to feel safe when using the restroom. So if you're an able body, please don't police who uses this stall. The person may or may not look disabled. This stall could potentially help them use the restroom safely. It's not up to you to decide. This stall is for us. And for my fellow people who identify as being disabled, use this stall responsibly. If you see a person who uses a mobility device enter the restroom, give them the stall first. If you yourself do not use one. All people who are disabled should feel free to use this restroom stall. It benefits us in many ways, and an abled body shouldn't make these decisions for us. Next time you're ready to judge someone because they may not look like they need this stall, keep in mind that this look isn't just one look. And that's all I have for you for today on Spina Bifida. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, bye!
All right, I'm gonna speak real quick because I'm actually about to leave real soon. So I'm gonna make this as short as possible. But I feel like bathrooms should have more. I feel like more public bathrooms should cater more to disabled people, because I remember when I was in a wheelchair. I was in a wheelchair for a couple years due to ulcers. I kept getting on my feet on the bottom that I told y'all about before. It would be hard for me to go to public bathrooms, and I would end up having to walk just to get into the bathroom, and I'm putting more and more pressure on my ulcer, causing my ulcer to get more and more damage. Now, at the end of the day, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, if my house is on fire and I can't get out in a wheelchair, if I'm in a wheelchair at the time and I can't get out in a wheelchair, I'm gonna get out by walking. You know, whether I have an ulcer or not, that's common sense for me. To just do what I gotta do to save my life, you know. I'd rather save my life and worry about the ulcer later. But in public places like bathrooms, I would want the world to take more consideration for people who are in wheelchairs. I got friends that are in wheelchairs and they deal with the same thing. I didn't really have to deal with it my whole entire life because I only was in a wheelchair for a small portion from like 2011 to like 2016. Then I got out in like 2015 because my ulcers kept coming back. I mean, I got out of my wheelchair in 2017. I think that's when I started back walking because my ulcers healed up on my feet. But yeah, for those who are like permanently in wheelchairs, who are, paralyzed and stuff, who may have been in car accidents or born with spina bifida or born with something, or been shot in the back. I know people who have been shot in the back and now they're paralyzed and have to use wheelchairs. People that's not in wheelchairs who are creating these establishments like McDonald's and Burger King and Red Lobster and Taco Bell and Chipotle, they should take into consideration, what if a disabled person needs to use the bathroom? Make the stalls bigger, make the bathrooms bigger, make them more clean and sanitize, because just like she said about the cathing thing, I cath. So I need bathrooms to be as clean as possible because I can't afford to get no infections and stuff like that. But like I said, keep it short and sweet. Y'all have a great day. I wasn't going to do a spina bifida video today, but I was like, I got some time before I leave. Let me go ahead and knock one out. Y'all know I love doing videos about, my health and teaching y'all about my health issues in case y'all have the same health issues as me and y'all want education and knowledge on it. We learning together and we teaching each other together, and we learning and growing as we go. So y'all have a good day, man. I love y'all.